I'm meteorologist Gary Canolti. Our winter storm will continue through tomorrow. I'll have more details coming up.
I'm Braden Ross, live at the Madison Fire Department with how emergency services were prepared to get out and help people today.
I'm Maddie Heimsch with weather updates in Rock County after a fire and gas leak affected the Beloit community.
I'm Armand Rahman out on the roads giving you real-time, up-to-date conditions on your commute.
And this is a live look at the Beltline tonight after a day full of heavy snow and windy conditions. Today's storm, the second this week. All the snow will stick around a bit because soon it will be dangerously cold. And thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Eric Franke.
And I'm Charlotte DeLeste. We've kept you updated all day on conditions throughout Madison and southern Wisconsin, and that continues tonight. We have team coverage following this storm, but first, let's go to the weather patio where Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti shares when the snow is expected to stop. Gary?
That'll take a while, and right now it's blowing around quite a bit. In fact, I had a helper out here. Benicio is out here shoveling the snow for me, so I have a place to stand. But you can see it is blowing around. It's a fine, powdery snow. Let's take a look, first of all, at Doppler track. The back edge of the snow runs right now from around the Minneapolis area down toward Des Moines, Iowa. So it'll still snow for a while longer, although it should become a little more intermittent in nature. Steadier snow continues right now from around Janesville up toward Waukesha through much of Jefferson County, Johnson Creek getting snow right now. You can see visibility is generally between about a mile and a half. So there's a fair amount of blowing snow along with the slight falling snow that we have right now. But 6-hour future track radar shows that snow continuing, but starting to break up a little bit as we head into the later night hours. Winter storm warnings in effect for much of the area and through noon tomorrow. A blizzard warning for Grant County through midnight and winter storm warnings north of there. That changes to a winter weather advisory from midnight through 6 p.m. tomorrow for lesser snows, but a lot of blowing snow for areas west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dells line. Additional snowfall through tomorrow night, about 1 to 2 inches over southwestern Wisconsin, maybe around 3 inches in Madison, and about 4 to 5 as you head up toward the Fox Valley. When all is said and done, probably around a foot of snow over southeastern and east central Wisconsin, about 9 to 12 inches, locally more in some spots. And then we have our first warned weather alert days in the forecast from Sunday morning through Wednesday morning for nighttime low temperatures to 15 below zero, daytime high temperatures around zero, wind chills early in the morning as cold as 35 below zero, and even daytime wind chills around 15 below zero. Look for light to moderate snow overnight. It'll be very windy with blowing and drifting snow. Low temperature dropping to 22, and that's about as warm as it gets tomorrow. The temperatures continue down from there. Later on, I'll time out the snow and then the bitterly cold wind chills that will be following in the wake of the storm.
Gary, thank you. A snow emergency has been declared here in Madison. It's the second one this week.
Beginning at midnight, an all-city plow will begin. The City Streets Division says approximately 150 pieces of equipment will be used to clear snow from our roads. Alternate side parking rules are in effect tonight and tomorrow. Those who don't move their vehicles to the proper side of the street could be ticketed. Now, if you don't have anywhere to go, it probably was best just to stay home, but of course, that's not possible for everyone.
Our Armand Rahman has spent his afternoon and evening exploring town, seeing if there's any improvement on the roads compared to this morning. He joins us now with what he is seeing. Armand?
Hey, Eric and Charlotte. We're out here on East Wash right now, and I'm going to turn the camera around. You know that iconic look at the Capitol that you can see on East Wash normally going westward? Well, the snow said no. You can barely see it. I kind of zoomed in a bit there. The snow visibility is almost completely obscuring the Capitol. That's obviously a little bit hard to see with the traffic light. There it is. You can see a little bit of it, but visibility has gone down with that blowing snow here, even on these city residential roads. We were on the Beltline earlier, and we were over by Cambridge, kind of near the Ho Chunk Casino, and the road conditions were a lot worse there, too, as the blowing snow accumulates on top of what has already fallen. And I've been here throughout downtown. We've seen a lot of people walking to bars and, you know, still driving as well. And that's a choice. I mean, Friday night, I know it's hard to miss, but as Gary was saying, those temperatures, as they dip, can get frigid cold later on tonight as you leave the bar. And that can be, you know, dangerous in terms of hypothermia setting in within minutes. So, again, we advise people, stay off the roads, stay at home, stay warm, get cozy. This is a night that you can stay in and drink some hot cocoa and just stay warm at home. For now, we'll be out on the roads and on the highways more tonight. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Armand, thank you. Some good tips there. A reminder, if you have a sidewalk in front of your home, you are responsible for clearing it of the snow. The city of Madison says tomorrow could be the deadline to clear snow from sidewalks depending on when the snow tonight stops. With temperatures soon dropping into single digits and below, it is in your best interest to do so sooner rather than later. We caught up with some of the snow shovelers this afternoon who did not miss the workout.
This sucks. This sucks. The wet snow is a heart attack snow, and the rest of it's just a lot of snow. So it's no fun.
This is not an easy one
No,
to
it's
remove.
not.
Free sand available at several locations around Madison to help you protect your property this winter. To see where, visit cityofmadison.com. On the other side of the storm is the frigid cold weather, which will be very hard on our vehicles. AAA recommending to make sure your tires are inflated properly and have plenty of tread. During these colder months, the rims could also start to corrode, causing your tires to deflate. You also shouldn't have anything less than a half a tank of gas in your car at all times. Don't use cruise at all while it's snowing and icy out, and keep an emergency kit of cold weather gear in your vehicle. Dane County suspended non-essential public services today because of the storm, but other services, police, fire, EMS, are of course still available.
Braden Ross spoke ahead of time with the Madison Fire Department and learned how fire and EMS prepare for weather like today's. Braden?
Yeah, that's right, guys. We've actually been out here at the fire department a few times tonight, obviously telling you about what's going on, but we've seen them go in and out. So if you were wondering if, this storm was going to stop them from getting out and helping people, I can tell you it definitely has not. Now, the Madison Fire Department actually increases their staffing on days like today. They have extra ambulances on the west and east sides for quicker response. And if you're worried about EMS getting to you through unplowed areas, they have that covered too.
Normally, we send an ambulance along for a medical call, but days like today, with events like today, we'll increase that staffing per call. So we'll be sending a big red rig, which would be an engine or a truck, along with that ambulance as well, just to increase the staffing and any needs that might arise of shoveling.
Now, a few other reminders for you from the fire department. When you're out shoveling your driveway and sidewalks tomorrow morning, make sure any fire hydrants near you are clear of snow for 3 feet around them. And keep any vents to the outside of your house clear, too, to avoid carbon monoxide buildup. Now, and as it gets colder in the next few days, you want to remember that if you're using a fireplace or a space heater, you want to make sure those are clear. You don't want to visit from the fire department as it gets cold in the next few days. For now, reporting live in Madison, Braden Ross for News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. And next at 10, the life of former U.S. Senator and Milwaukee Bucks owner Herb Kohl was celebrated this afternoon during a public memorial at Fiserv Forum. President Joe Biden remembers Senator Kohl fondly, saying in part, quote, "Herb Kohl was one of the finest people I've served with, and a kind and principled man of integrity and character, one of Wisconsin's greatest ever advocates and a dear friend." Herb Kohl died last month at the age of 88 following a brief illness. Today, a Wisconsin judge ruled Megan Wolf, the state's top elections official, is legally holding her position. It's a defeat for Republicans who for months now have tried to remove her from her role with the Wisconsin Elections Commission. Wolf has been the subject of conspiracies and targeted by election deniers who falsely claim she was part of a plot to rig the 2020 election in favor of Joe Biden. Senate Republicans voted to fire Wolf in September, but Republicans later admitted in court filings the vote to fire Wolf was symbolic and had no legal effect. More winter storm coverage ahead, just ahead.
Coming up, another check on how the roads are looking at this hour. News 3 Now. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's right, a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
The bag is back at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag, from household items and pet toys to power tools and even your favorite snacks. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. This deal won't last long. Hurry in to get your bag and see how much you can save. Sale ends January 14th.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's right, a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, the happy place will hit you up.
Oh my goodness, Jennifer, what is up?
And Kaylee Cuoco is doing it all.
You on the road, honey.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Snow days sure are nice when you have absolutely nothing to do and you don't have to go anywhere.
But when you do, well, that's when you can have a stressful time behind the wheel. Arman Rahman joins us once again. He's checking out road conditions from the safety of the passenger seat. Arman?
That's right. My photojournalist Lance has been a trooper today, driving me all throughout the evening as I've been able to give you these real-time updates. And we're about to get on the Beltline here. I'm going to show you the ramps, because ramps are where they've been the diciest all throughout the day. Because obviously our plow crews, they're doing their best, but you know, some things still accumulate a lot of snow. The ramps, whoa. All right, folks, we're okay. We did slide a little bit. Again, getting onto that ramp. A little bit of a rut there as well. So again, be extremely careful if you have to be on the roads at all, getting off and on the highway especially, because it can be a little bit dicey. We know when it gets too unsafe and we kind of take a little bit of a break. We'll be back later on tonight in the newscast for one last look at the roads. And again, we're going to take a break after that, as you should do, as this winter weather continues. For now, live on the Beltline, on News 3 Now.
And Lance learned how to drive in North Dakota, so he knows how to handle the snow.
He definitely
so it can get the best of us there, folks. Thanks, Armand.
All right, in Rock County, a number of warming sites and overnight shelters are opening across Rock County, not just because of this storm, but also because of the cold temperatures that are going to follow. The shelters automatically open when forecasted temperatures, air temps, or wind chills drop below 0 degrees. Food and water are not provided. The shelters are solely just a place to get out of the cold. To see the hours and a list of locations, visit channel3000.com. A few emergency shelters opened in Beloit today, and not because of the snowstorm, but due to a fire early this morning and then a gas leak this afternoon.
A busy day there. Maddie Heimsch went to the scene to learn more.
Crews have been here at the corner of Yates and Copeland Avenues since 12:30 this morning, and the snow almost as long. A Beloit business that was storing tires caught fire, with the tires causing hazardous air conditions. We received this video from a neighbor who said he could feel the heat from the fire across the street from inside his home, waking him up in the middle of the night. The city evacuated residents who lived near the scene out of their homes and into a nearby elementary school.
First reaction was get out of town. Go ahead, and I am familiar with what they store over there, so I knew that the fire wasn't going to extinguish itself at all anytime soon. So we go ahead and pack the kids up and get them out of here.
Beloit Fire Department's deputy chief told us when crews arrived at the scene, the roof of the building and one of the walls collapsed in front of them.
And then the roof collapsed as soon as we got done with that. So it was a very scary scene right when we first arrived.
After the fire crews were able to contain the fire and allow residents to return home, a gas leak bubbled up at the same scene, causing a second evacuation, this time to the Beloit Public Library. The city of Beloit released their final update of the day around 4 p.m., thanking the fire department as well as Merrill Elementary for providing shelter and the Wisconsin National Guard for monitoring air quality throughout the city. In Rock County, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Despite today's weather, deliveries still had to be made. For those who rely on meal deliveries, that can make a huge impact.
But SSM Health's Meals on Wheels program is well prepared to make sure people that rely on their deliveries still have the food. Braden Ross joins us to share how the program prepares for any hazardous weather. Braden?
Yeah, Meals on Wheels actually starts their winter prep before the winter even starts. They actually, at the start of the season, stock people up on non-perishable food that they can keep as backup for days like this. SSM's Meals on Wheels program follows the Madison School District. If the schools are closed, so are they.
In the month of November, we start delivering our blizzard meals. Those are shelf-stable meals. They have things like chicken salad, tuna salad, soup, crackers, snack bars, juice boxes. Things that recipients can just keep on their shelf, keep in their cabinets until they need it.
Now, Meals on Wheels also works as a way to check in on at-risk folks. That doesn't stop during a storm. Volunteers still give those who use the service a call to make sure they're doing okay. And this is a great reminder that Meals on Wheels always needs more volunteers, especially in the winter. They told me some of their volunteers actually snowbird in Florida, Arizona, so they need people all the time. So if you're interested and you want to help out, you can find all the information you need online at ssmhealth.org. For now, reporting live in Madison, Braden Ross for News 3 Now.
All right, Braden, thank you. A live look right now at the state capitol. We saw Armand's view from East Wash, and you can tell from this view as well, Edgewater Sky Cam, it is still coming down a little bit out there. Not quite as bad as it was earlier, Gary, but we're hoping this can eventually wind down.
Yeah, but what you can't tell is the snow blowing around near the ground.
Yeah,
that's the big thing, because that will become a problem more as we go on. Let's take a look, first of all, at some snowfall reports that we've just gotten in. Prairie du Chien, Horicon, both at 14 inches. Oxford, almost 14 inches, 13.6 there. Wanakee, 10 inches. Here at the station, we're up to 10 inches. Officially, the Dane County Regional Airport has 8 inches, but we'll get an updated total as of midnight. That's the snow totals are done from the Wisconsin Air National Guard, and they are under contract to do it every 6 hours. So we will get the next update at midnight. Blizzard warnings remain in effect for much of Iowa, even into Grant County and southwestern Wisconsin, and then northeastern Wisconsin up around Green Bay into Door County. Rest of southern and eastern Wisconsin under winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories to the north and west, even some blizzard warnings up toward Lake Superior as well. When all is said and done, we're probably looking at 12 to 15 inches of snow from Green Bay and southern Door County through the Milwaukee area, maybe near the Lake Michigan shoreline in Chicago as the lake effect snows start to kick in more there. And on the other side of Lake Michigan, the rest of southern Wisconsin looking at a general 9 to 12, locally more inch total. When all is said and done, that takes us through tomorrow night. As we look at Doppler track, you can see some heavier snow around Green Bay, some heavier snow over southeastern Wisconsin. A lot of this is just because they're closer to the National Weather Service Doppler radars, so the snow gets picked up a little bit better there. But it is certainly snowing in between, just some light snow. We'll zoom into southern Wisconsin. These are the temperatures. Notice they continue to drop. Janesville's at freezing, but Madison's dropped to 27. Those temperatures are in the mid-20s to the north and west, and the teens on the other side of the Mississippi River. Visibilities have been generally about a mile to a mile and a half through much of southern Wisconsin. A lot of that is just blowing snow. And then you can see the lower visibilities like in Sheboygan and Manitowoc, half-mile to three-quarter-mile visibility in light to moderate snow there. Right now, we look at future track beginning now. Those temperatures continue to start dropping overnight. Notice the wind direction becomes a little more northerly. That will start to cut off some of the lake snows here, but also cause that the snow that we're seeing that's on the ground and that lighter snow as temperatures continue to drop will be blown around a little bit more readily. With north to northwesterly winds, it's the east-west roads that we'll see the drifting over the next few hours, but notice as we head into the day on Saturday, the temperatures continue to drop, the winds become more northwesterly and eventually westerly, so it'll be the north-south roads that start getting some blowing and drifting as we head into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Notice temperatures already down into the lower teens by early Saturday evening. Additional snowfall from here through Saturday night, probably about an inch or two over southwestern Wisconsin, maybe 2 to 3 inches around Madison, a couple of higher amounts, and then more toward the 3 to 4 inch amounts once you start getting toward the Fox Valley and areas around Milwaukee. Again, when all is said and done, we're probably looking at a good foot of snow from north and east of Madison over toward Lake Michigan, 9 to 12, locally more across the rest of southern Wisconsin. When the snow is blowing around, it's hard to even measure to an inch or two, depending on when you go out and look at the snow that's on the ground. But the impact is pretty much the same. Winds also remaining strong. Those wind gusts 35 to 40 miles per hour. That takes us through the overnight hours. That will also become a factor as we head into later tomorrow and into Sunday, because we have first warn weather alert days actually from Sunday morning all the way through Wednesday morning. Low temperatures as cold as 15 below zero, high temperatures around zero, wind chills early in the morning as cold as 35 below zero, and look for wind chills to stay around 5 below zero during the day. Already wind chill advisories and watches have been issued to our south and to our west. Winter storm warning till noon for most of us. The rest of us have a winter weather advisory overnight into 6 p.m. tomorrow evening for lesser snow, but blowing snow. Low tonight, 22, with another 2 to 4 inches of snow overnight. And then tomorrow, it winds down to snow showers and flurries. High 23 early with falling temperatures after that. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. The snow ends, but the bitterly cold air arrives for the first part of the week. Just very cold for the second part of the week. Not much in the way of precipitation, but you're going to have to bundle up for at least the next 10 days. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch, because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford F-150 and get 3.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash. See your local Ford dealer.
The landscape of fitness was bleak. Toxic instructors, shady scammers, and Bispo Bakes. Mother Fitness was angry.
Megan the Stallion.
Hello, my hot girl. Enough of this toxic nastiness. So she took her hotties to the judgment-free zone. Welcome to Planet Fitness, where everybody can work out in their own way.
Listen to Mother Fitness. Join for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 12th.
Where are my legs?
When you donate furniture, cabinets, and appliances to Habitat Restore, you make an impact on neighbors in your community. Profits generated from Restore sales help provide safe and secure housing for hardworking families across Dane County. Donate to make a difference today.
Can your roof handle our Wisconsin winters? If you're tired of repairing leaks and replacing shingles after each storm, call us, the metal experts at Sweeta Metal Roofing.
Sweeta Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked?
Well, actually, here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The snow hasn't stopped, but we promise it will soon.
As today's storm starts to wind down, so does our News 3 Now team coverage. Armand Rahman, Braden Ross standing by with one last live report. We begin with Armand. Last check now of road conditions. Armand?
and Charlotte. Yeah, let's take one last look on the road. We got off at the Beltline and we're on Whitney Way here, heading back towards the station, actually. As you said, we're getting ready to wrap up our weather coverage. TLDR of the night here, if you can. Oh, there's a little bit of what looks like some snow clearing, some plowing happening ahead. All right, folks, stay off the roads, be safe. For now, we'll head back over to Braden, who's on the west side right now for the latest what's happening on the ground. Braden?
Thanks, Armand. Well, while you're sitting in a toasty car, I'm sure you guys have your seat warmers on. We're standing out here in the snow. I'll tell you a little bit about what it's like outside. The snow has definitely slowed down a little bit. A lot of it, we can't really tell if it's falling snow or if it's blowing snow. It's still windy out here, but not as bad as it was earlier when we were out here. But, you know, we've talked a lot about, you know, the safety of the snow and what people have been doing, stay off the roads and everything. But I also want to say, you know, the snow is really fun. I don't remember the last time we've had a snowfall this big all at once. And it's really fun. It takes me back to being a kid. So I'm going to go make a snowman or a snow angel or something. I'm going to go play in the snow a little bit, and then I'm going to go home and take a nap probably. But for now, I'm going to send it back to the studio and hopefully get inside and get warm after the snow angel, of course.
Yeah. Kudos to you, Braden, Armand, and the entire News 3 Now team. Thank you so much. Well, a big game for the Packers on Sunday, playing the Dallas Cowboys in the wild card round of the playoffs.
It's one of those times they're glad they're not playing at home.
Probably.
It'll be pretty chilly up there. Today's winter storm, though, did make travel tricky for some cheeseheads trying to get down to Texas. Seeing snow in the forecast, one pair of fans said they rescheduled their flight to Dallas to avoid the snow, but got delayed due to high winds. Not here, but down in Texas.
It should be Milwaukee. That's probably the issue that we're not leaving, is my thought. But it was Dallas having too much wind.
There's so much weather going on all over the country, and after the delay, passengers were on the plane only to face another delay and an eventual cancellation. Aviation officials say it's best to download your airline's app to get those updates on your flight status in real time.
And the issues at Milwaukee's Mitchell International Airport continued through the day. Nearly 40% of the flights scheduled today were canceled. More than 200 United and Alaska Airlines flights have also been canceled each day this week due to the grounding of the 737 MAX 9 planes. Last Friday, a door plug on one of the planes flew off at 16,000 feet, leaving a gaping hole in the side of the plane.
And we'll have a final check of your first one forecast in just a moment.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
This is a real person seeking a solution to a real problem.
Hi, fine, how are you?
Welcome to the Good Feet store. How can I help?
I have plantar fasciitis. My knees hurt, my hips hurt.
Then she was personally fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I don't feel any pain anywhere.
Good.
Seriously, no pain in my knees, my hips, nothing. This is amazing. I don't want to take them off. It just feels like I'm in heaven. Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you equipped with quality tools and project supplies because we get you. Whether you're a hardworking pro or an ambitious DIYer, we get you what you need to get the job done. Right now, save on these 4 packs of DeWalt batteries, $179. $10 off these 250-foot rolls of indoor wire. Plus, trade in any used power or hand tool for exclusive trade-in savings on select DeWalt tools and accessories. We get you what you need because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Quick update on that gas leak story in Beloit. Maddie was covering. Alliant Energy says 850 customers are without natural gas. Technicians are going door to door right now. They're going to make repairs, but it's a process expected to last through the morning hours into Saturday. If you're not home when technicians knock, they will leave a message on your front door, and we'll share any more updates as we get them at channel3000.com. Gary, great job getting Benicio out of the patio tonight. Charlotte's son.
That was the nicest part.
Shoveling the weather patio for our weather crew. Great job, Benicio.
Yeah, actually, when I went out there at 9, you know, between our updated 8 o'clock and going out there at 9 for the start of the Fox newscast, I could barely open the door because it had drifted that much in an hour.
Around out
it's
there.
why I have children to help around here.
There they come in handy. Hopefully my son is plowing my driveway too, so I'll wake him up.
I'll send Benicio over.
Be careful what you volunteer him for. Well, let's take a look at the live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Light snow falling, but there's a lot of blowing snow out there as well. The heaviest bands of snow still south and east of Madison, from just east of Janesville over toward, say, Fort Atkinson, and then up toward Waukesha, and then another band from around Mauston over toward Monroe and to just north of Richland Center. Visibilities have been holding pretty steady between about a mile and a half from most of south central Wisconsin, meaning that there's a fair amount of blowing snow. Lowest visibilities are right along the Lake Michigan shoreline where the heavier bands of snow are. 6-hour future track radar shows the light snow gradually starting to become a little more intermittent as we head through the overnight hours. Additional snowfall through tomorrow night, probably about an inch or 2 over southwestern Wisconsin. 2-3 inches here around Dane County, and maybe 4 to 5 up toward the Fox Valley. That's what it should look like, or something like that when all the snow's over with. But it's hard to measure just because of the blowing. Everybody's going to be impacted majorly.
All right, stay safe. We'll continue to update you, folks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good and have a great weekend.